The cornea started attacking itself and putting little pinpoint holes in my eye, and the scar tissue came in and cleared over it, so it made this cloud on my eye that I'm looking through. So everything got really blurry. And when I was 11, they started teaching me Braille and mobility, and I had to go to a special school. But I always really wanted to mainstream and, go through life just like everybody else and look normal and be normal. And so I went back to my mainstreaming in my school when I was in 6th grade. When I became 10 or 11 and my eyesight started going downhill, it did become very scary for me. I was afraid that I was going to lose a lot of my eyesight very fast, and I wasn't sure if I was going to go blind. I had a lot of people tell me that I might be blind by the time I was 25. And 25, you're still young, you're still, it seemed so overwhelming for such a kid that it changed my whole personality and my whole outlook on life. I just wanted to be able to capture as much of life as I could while I was still young and still could see it. And by that point, we were still waiting for the research to get a little better. We had heard a lot about UCLA and their stem cell transplant research, but it never seemed very good. And when we went and talked to the man at UCLA, he always said that we should wait longer, that I wasn't at a real big risk for needing the stem cell transplant. And last year, my eye doctor was retiring, and his secretary set me up with an appointment with Dr. Hare, who was new in town and from Cincinnati Eye Institute. And he asked me if I would like to have the stem cell transplant. And I had said to him, I said, I didn't think the research was very good on it yet. And he said at UCLA they were doing about 5 stem cell transplants a year, where they did 5 of them a week. So the research and the technology with it was a lot better. And so he sent me to see the specialist, Dr. Holland, in Cincinnati. And that was the first one I had, was in Cincinnati. And that was on my right eye. And my vision in my right eye before I had the stem cell transplant, the cornea transplant, was about... I was starting to not be able to see the eye chart at all, not even be able to see the big E on the eye chart, which is the 2400 line. I was starting to have to count fingers. And now my eyesight, after the surgery, became about 2150. And that's about 4 lines down on the eye chart.
I mean, it's got to be pretty amazing.
It was incredible. It came really slowly in pieces, but I started being able to see. There was one day I was in Cincinnati, and I looked down at the bricks, and I could see just the detail in the bricks, and it just looked beautiful, like on a movie, like I had seen on a movie. And because with the camera you can see up close, and it just looked like I could see that normally, and it was so amazing. I looked out of the window and I could see the trees as we went past the trees in the car. And before, when I was young, all I could see was, it just kind of looked like how little kids draw trees, just blurry, fuzzy. And I could see the details of the leaves and the twigs, and it just, all of it was so brilliant, and it was just really amazing to be able to see all the detail. And then when I had my cornea transplant at Mercy Southwest, after with my left eye, I started being able to see the stars in the sky for the first time. The last time I saw the stars was when I was 7, and I went to Shaver Lake with my family, and we laid out on these rocks and we just watched the shooting stars. And for the first time, I went outside and I looked up and I could see the stars in the sky. And it was just so amazing, and just a miracle. And I would find myself standing outside when it rained, just looking up, watching the raindrops fall on my nose. And it was just very, very exciting. A whole new world. The difference between going to Cincinnati and having my eye surgery there and having the eye surgery here at Mercy Southwest was, this is where my family is. My whole family pretty much lives in Bakersfield. And being able to come here and have the love and the support from all my friends and family, and even though I was in Cincinnati and I still had the love and the support, it was distant, and it was only on the phone. What the surgery has done for me is it's helped me be more comfortable in my life, me be more confident. I feel like I can get around without stumbling and tripping. I'm a lot more independent. I feel like I can go out and conquer the world on my own now, and I don't need as much help. I've done some traveling, and I love traveling, and I would really love to do some more and just see everything that I can right now as clearly and as focused as everything is with my eyes. I would really like to be able to go out and see just artifacts that are, hundreds of years old in Europe, and paintings. I love art and I love museums, and I would love to go and see paintings and sculptures and just be able to see things that I wasn't able to see before. I've also reapplied for college, and I'm planning on going back to school in the fall. I've started singing, and I'm making a CD this September, and it's made my confidence in myself a lot better and given me a boost so that I can feel more confident to live my life fully.